for those of y'all who don't remember,
gentlemen,
we had Brother Glen Coffee here on the show at that thing over at Swan Creek Park.
Mud volleyball.
Yeah,
it was mud
volleyball. Yeah,
was it mud volleyball?
Mud volleyball.
Okay.
That's the first time we had him on.
That's right, and they had the shoe giveaway thing over there as well.
and I had
No,
never seen
that
mud
was not
volleyball
that one.
before.
That was a different. No, that was a different day.
That was
wasn't
a
it?
different thing,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm getting my events mixed
So
up.
that was the first time you ever seen mud volleyball?
I'm kind of upset because I didn't go out there and get muddy with them.
No, man, don't be.
Don't
be.
I want to go out there and get some mud between my toes.
Yeah, I can care. I just want to stay away from the mud myself.
Yeah, last time I stepped in the mud and done anything athletic, I twisted my knee and lost a cartilage on my kneecap. So
Really?
Yeah. No, I'll pass on the mud.
Hey, but on behalf of Glen Jr. and myself, I really want to thank Applebee, Tailgate Talk. You guys always supported us, always followed us, and I really, when I first came on your show, I really appreciate you guys, your character, your humility. And I just want to thank you guys.
You don't
Yes,
know
sir,
us that
thank
well,
you.
do you?
Yeah, you got that Auburn shirt on.
I
I'm
got that
like,
Auburn. You know I'm playing.
But he was
I'ma
over
keep
there
my eye on
talking.
you.
He was over there talking about we couldn't get him away right there. He was
They're
talking to
other
another
Auburn fans, I
person.
know, right? Exactly.
So
I got my eye on you.
So tell us a little bit about the book again for those who
here we
don't
go.
know.
This is for the YouTube channel right here. This is called "There's More to Life Than the Pursuit of Money." Author Glen Coffee
Yeah,
Sr.
me
and Glen
and
Coffee
Tom's
Jr.
already went and bought one.
This one is autographed for my son, Tyler McClung. I know he's not listening, but book for him. I'm going to read it first, dude, and then I'll take it back with you up in Murfreesboro. So, all right, Glenn, tell us about the book, man.
Okay, the book I would love to. This book is just a great testament about God, about Alabama football. It's very divergent. We're very compassionate in this book. We're very transparent. Our audience, we really wanted them to see that we're imperfect people living in an imperfect world. And to tell you a little bit about the book, of course, Glenn played for the University of Alabama.
Yes.
Had a very successful career. And after that, he went to the 49ers, drafted in the third round. And after that, he played one season with the 49ers and retired the next season. And I didn't even know he had retired. I was at work. One of my lawyer buddies called me, and he's like, "Glenn, I'm watching CNN, and your son is announcing his retirement from the 49ers.
So your buddy heard about it before Glenn even told you. So what was that phone call like when Glenn Jr. called you and told you that?
Well, actually, I called him.
You called him. So what do you do?
I was discombobulated. I was mad. I was worried. I just didn't understand what was going on. So I called Glenn, and he was still in the press conference. And I was like, "Man, are you all right?" And he was like, "Yeah, Dad." I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Dad, I was in the locker room last night, and God came and just started pouring into my heart, Dad." And when he said that, I eased up a little bit. I'm like, "Well, okay."
What do you say?
Can't get his heart on him now.
So and unexpectedly, I was still mad. I wanted to say, "What the hell is wrong with you?" But before I could even utter those words, God came to my heart as well and converted my selfish heart to a humble one. And that's pretty much the origin of the book, man. It's just
Peace of
powerful.
God. Peace of God that passes all understanding. That's what that is.
Yeah, powerful testament, man. And,
So had he already made up his mind automatically he was going to be an Army Ranger? That's what he wanted to do. Go into the Army.
Well, as far as him walking away from the sport, actually he had been wrestling with it for a while when he was at the University of Alabama, but he had convinced himself that maybe if he go to the NFL and get paid, maybe he can fight that temptation that God was putting on his heart. But God was calling him even when he was at Alabama.
So tell us a little bit now about what Glenn's doing now.
Well, his title at Alabama is the athletic support director type, and he's responsible for all the recruits and player development.
And I see him down there every time I go down there, and you can tell it looks like he's doing a very good job.
Yeah, as a dad, and based on my value system, I'm glad he's there because he's a seasoned man. He's played at all levels. He's been in the military. He fears God. And what an awesome leader to have on your program like that. Yeah.
How old's Glenn?
He's 31.
I mean, so those guys, 18, 19-year-olds, a lot of times they'll listen to somebody, man, coach is on my case. I can't stand. Hey, bud. Hey, that's part, and Glenn can be that kind of sounding board to talk to those guys, let them vent off, but then say, hey, coach is getting on you for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do something to do better. So, so I mean, to me, Glenn is in a perfect position right now. And I know Coach Saban's probably very glad to have him down there.
Yeah, Coach Saban is so clever that he surrounds himself with awesome coaches, and it brings balance. It brings balance throughout the whole team, and that's one of the reasons they're so successful.
Well, now he wouldn't be able to be here today because of
they're having a junior type media recognition for the juniors type media type guy.
Well, junior day where they bring in the high school juniors to become seniors.
Yes,
because you're trying to recruit those guys. So, and like I said, I'm sure Glenn's down there talking to the kids.
Recruiting never ends. It's
12 months a year.
It never ends.
Yeah.
Every university has these junior days.
Yeah, Coach Schuler recruited Glen. Glen played for Coach Schuler 2 years and Coach Saban for 2 years. But Coach Schuler came by our house, and everybody was on me by make him wash the dishes or make him vacuum the floor.
No, if I want Glenn to go to Alabama, I better no.
That is funny.
And Coach Schuler, he stressed the point that recruiting is crucial. It never ends. It's very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about where you're from. I like to do. I found out last year, so it's always a good little connection. You're New Madrid.
Yeah, New Madrid, Missouri.
Missouri is where you're from originally.
Yes, most of my adolescence, I feel like a nomad. My adolescence, I grew up in Missouri, and then went into junior college, and then I went to the military, and Air Force 8 years, and then I worked for Boeing Aerospace for like about 10 years. We lived in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow.
About 8 years.
Wow.
I was the engineer with Boeing Aerospace. And actually, Glenn and Matthew, my young son, they grew up in Saudi Arabia. Grew up in Saudi Arabia.
Know that.
1812, for everybody who don't know where this line of questioning is going to. The New Madrid earthquake, the largest earthquake ever recorded in the country.
Yes.
The Mississippi River run backwards. And the reason I bring that up is because that New Madrid fault runs right through North Alabama as well. So
does it?
Yes, we've experienced a few small earthquakes. What year was it? Was it back in the 90s? The seismologists were screaming, "Get earthquake insurance! Get earthquake!" because they were expecting a huge earthquake to come, and it may come one day. But I just always found that unique that you're from New Madrid and that the faults runs through here. And
a lot of people think it's California.
No,
the biggest fault,
exactly.
But it's actually. New Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm weird. I like to. That's an odd little connection there. But your book is on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, put my cotton picking reading glasses on because I can't read. There's more to life than the pursuit of money. It's a great story. Glen Coffey Sr. and Glen Coffey Jr. Is that Glen Coffey Jr. sitting there on the river?
Yes.
All right, sitting by the river.
And the thing about it, if you can't come to the event today and get a book, which they're $25, email Glen at Glen Coffey, GlenCoffeesr, Glen Coffey Sr. at gmail.com, and he can hook you up, and you can set up with PayPal. That's how I paid my book through PayPal. You can if you can't make it to the event, email Glen, and he can hook you up with a book. And like I said, you don't have to be an Alabama fan to get it because this book covers a little bit of everything.
It really does.
And I look forward to reading
testament.
it. So we appreciate you being here talking to us, brother.
Now go sell some books, man.
Yes.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll toss it off to a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here on WKAC, the Big 1080.